I didn't wake up and decide to ruin a marriage. That would make this simple. I told myself something softer. I just wanted to see if he would notice me. That's all. After that night in the kitchen, I started adjusting small things. Timing, presence, tone. I didn't flirt. Flirting is obvious. I aligned. If Maria complained about being tired, I would say, "You deserve someone who sees how hard you work." If John mentioned stress at work, I would respond before Maria could. Calm, practical, steady. I became the voice that understood him. Maria never noticed. She trusted me too much to measure proximity. She thought loyalty meant immunity. It doesn't. The first crack didn't come from seduction. It came from suggestion. One afternoon, while Maria was upstairs with the kids, John and I were in the living room. We were talking about nothing. Weather, work, routine things. And I said it lightly. "You know she worries you work too much." He frowned. "She said that?" I shrugged. "Not in a bad way, she just wonders if you're distracted lately." It wasn't a lie. It was a rearranged truth. And rearranged truths are more dangerous than lies because they feel earned. He didn't defend himself immediately. He paused. And that pause was oxygen. I didn't need him to doubt her. I just needed him to think. The next week, I asked him for help moving a bookshelf. Maria was out with the kids. It wasn't heavy. I could have done it myself. But I wanted him in my space. Controlled environment, close distance. He came. Of course he did. John helps people. That's who he is. I wore something softer than usual, not revealing, inviting. There's a difference. When he stepped inside my apartment, I felt the shift. No children's laughter, no framed wedding photos, no Maria. Just quiet. Just us. We moved the shelf easily, too easily. So I created delay. I poured wine. "Stay for a minute." He hesitated. That hesitation again, that flicker of boundary. But he stayed. Because leaving would imply suspicion. And he didn't suspect me. Not yet. I didn't touch him first. I let silence do it. I told him about my failed relationship. How I always choose wrong. How I must be broken in some way. He softened. He leaned forward. He listened. And then I asked him a question. "Do you ever wonder if you settled too early?" He stiffened, just slightly. I watched his jaw, his breathing, his eyes. He said carefully, "No." Not defensive, firm. That should have been enough. But I wasn't looking for permission. I was looking for reaction. I stepped closer, close enough that he could feel it, and I said it quietly. "If I had met you first, would it have been different?" The air changed, not because he wanted me, but because the line had been crossed. He stepped back, finally, and for a second, just a second, I saw something in his eyes, not desire, not anger, awareness. "You shouldn't ask that," he said, calm, controlled, and that's when I knew. He wasn't weak, he was loyal, which meant seduction wouldn't break him. I would have to do something else. He left quickly, no wine finished, no goodbye hug, just distance. And distance can feel like rejection, but it can also feel like challenge. That night, Maria texted me, "Thank you for always being there for us." For us. I stared at that word, and something ugly settled inside me. I wasn't inside the circle. I was holding it up, supporting it, stabilizing it, but never inside it. I didn't cry. I didn't feel guilt. I felt clarity. If I couldn't pull him toward me, I would pull her away from him. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough. A comment here, a doubt there, a suggestion that she felt unseen, a suggestion that he felt unappreciated. You don't destroy something solid by hitting it. You weaken the beams quietly. And if he wouldn't choose me, I would make him question what he chose. The next morning, I sent Maria a message. He seemed distant last night. Is everything okay between you two? Plant the seed, water it, step back, watch it grow. What I didn't know, what I couldn't see, was that John had already begun to notice something too. And loyalty, when tested, doesn't always stay silent.